Now in this video, we are going to start the other very important concept of this chapter, that is electromagnetic induction. So this phenomenon, that is electromagnetic induction, is first observed by the scientist, the name discovered by the scientist, right? So discovered by a scientist, that is Michael Faraday. Okay, that is Michael Faraday in around 1830s. Okay, it means around 1831. Okay, 1830s or in 1831, the Michael Faraday scientist who observed this phenomenon, that is electromagnetic induction. So as we know that in the earlier classes, the Ampere observed that whenever there is a current in the circuit, okay, current carrying conductor, okay, current carrying conductor, what happened here? Produce a magnetic field. Okay, produce a magnetic field. That is very important first concept given by the Ampere. Okay, so we know that this concept, whenever current is flows through a circuit, whenever a current is flows through a conductor, and that conductor may be straight conductor or maybe in a loop in the form of circular conductor, or maybe solenoid. Whenever a current carrying conductor also produce magnetic field around it. So that is concept we are know. But the Michael Faraday can think on reverse direction. Okay, if the current can produce the magnetic field, then you think that it is possible that the magnetic field can produce, okay, magnetic field can produce current. That is question mark. It is a question mark. If current can produce magnetic field, then Michael Faraday think that it is possible that the magnetic field also produce current reverse directions, and the answer is yes, it is possible. So that is the discovery given by what? Michael Faraday. So Michael Faraday say that a moving magnetic field or a moving magnet can produce a electric current. That is very important discovery. So at that time in the 1830s, the electricity can only produce with help of chemical reactions. That is what? Battery. By using chemical reactions, by using battery, okay, different types of batteries are there which are follow the chemical reactions. So using chemical reactions, electrolysis process, they only produce an electric current. But later on, after this concept, we also get the idea that also a magnetic field or a magnet can also produce a current. But which type of magnet? The answer is moving magnet. That is important. Moving magnet. So moving magnet. So this is discovered by Michael Faraday. So Michael says that observe that if a current carrying conductor can produce magnetic field, it is possible that magnetic field also produces current. So this answer is correct, and that is its condition is the magnet must be moving or there is changing magnetic field. Okay, changing magnetic field. This only possible if the magnetic field is changed, or also we say that moving magnet. Under that condition only the current, the electric current is produced, and that also called as EMF. Okay, that is what? Electromotive force. Electromotive force. That is also called electromotive force, or also called as, also termed as voltage, or also called as voltage. Okay, also called as voltage. So this is observed by Michael Faraday. So I can write here concept. See here. So I can write sentence here. This concept, Michael Faraday concept, the electromagnetic induction, right? So he said that, okay, he said that moving magnet, okay, moving magnet, or also we write it as changing magnetic field, changing magnetic field lines. The moving magnet or changing magnetic field can produce an electric current. Can produce an electric current, or also we say it as an EMF. Okay, what is EMF? Electromotive force, or also called as a voltage. Okay, also called as a voltage. Production of voltage. So this is nothing but what the Michael Faraday observations, right? So current carrying conductor produce magnetic field, like that magnetic field also, which type of magnetic field? moving, changing magnetic, that is important. Magnetic field is changing, okay, changing magnetic field, or also we say it as moving magnet, in other language moving magnet. So this is important. Not magnet produce current, okay, moving magnet can produce the current, not magnetic field produce current. Moving magnetic lines can produce, that is important. Magnetic field not produce the current, but condition is there. When the magnetic field is produce current, only when they are changing, okay, only changing field is can produce the current. Not magnet can produce the electric current, okay. Which type of magnet? Moving magnet can produce the electric. That is very important. So this process is called as the electromagnetic induction, right? So production of EMF, so the production of voltage or the production of electric current with help of changing the magnetic field, right? So the magnetic induction, electromagnetic induction is a process of production of voltage, EMF or electric current by changing the magnetic field. That is important. Not by magnetic field, by changing magnetic field. That is called as the electromagnetic induction. So write down definition here. Definition: it means electromagnetic induction. It is a process of production of voltage or EMF or simply electric current, okay, electric current due to changing magnetic field. So this process is called as electromagnetic induction. Is called as electromagnetic induction. That is very important concept. Not only in 10th standard, it is also in the 11th and 12th. It is very important concept. Okay, in the 11th and 12th, you are discuss more about the electromagnetic induction, but it's the base. Okay, so this is the base, and you have to remember this very important point. Okay, condition is which type of field? That is due to change. That is very important. Changing magnetic field. Changing magnetic field only can produce the magnetic field can only produce this current. If there is a constant magnetic field, okay, if there is a constant magnetic field, means what? The magnetic field is not moving. In that condition, no current is detected by the instruments. Okay, that is very important. So changing magnetic field only can produce the, or moving magnet can only produce the electric current. Okay, that is very important concept. Now let us demonstrate. Let us take an activity which proves that. Which help to discuss this, okay, which help to prove this activity. Okay, we not only write here by changing the field we can produce the magnetic, we can finally changing the field we can produce electric current, but it can be done by experiment. So I can draw the diagram which is used to study the induction method. Okay, which type of there is. Okay, so now let us draw the diagram. This is the definition. Let us come to the one example or one method to study this one. Okay, one method, one demonstration, one diagram which help to study this method. Okay, so further we are discuss about that. So now remove this one, and on this concept we are also studied an electric generator. Okay, electric generator. Okay, which is work on the this process. So now let us see according to this magnetic field. Changing magnetic field can produce the current. Current means it is required conductor. So I can take a conductor here. So a conductor in the form of circular thread. Okay, like that conductor. This is what we also say it as a what? Okay, we also say it as a which type of diagram? Right. This is what a solenoid. Also we call it solenoid. Okay, we also say solenoid or simple a coil. Okay, a conductor coil. Right. Now take a coil, and this coil is whenever connected to an G. What is G here? So I can explain it one when connected to the G, right? Like that is the symbol of G, and this G nothing but what? Galvanometer. Okay, galvanometer. We know about the ammeter, which is symbol is like that. Okay, in the electric chapter, and we know about the voltmeter. That is what in this diagram. and we know about the another diagram, that is battery, and but that is what G diagram, and this is what about galvanometer. So what is the use of the diagram here? So we are one by one studied it. So remember that this is a circle, and inside the circle they draw the G, capital G, that is called as galvanometer. Also sometimes like that. Okay, also sometimes this like that. Okay, see some G, it is G. Right? This is a conducting wire, it is circle, and this is what a galvanometer. For the convention wire, I write here in the inside the G, inside the circle G. So that is G is what a galvanometer is a device. Okay. Now take a two terminals of the coil, and that coil is connected to the instrument that is called a galvanometer. And now let us see what is meant by galvanometer here. So see here. We know that galvanometer is like connected in this like that. Okay, if I connected a galvanometer into the like that. Okay, so galvanometer is like that. This is a round circle, and the galvanometer is one needle. Okay, having one needle. Here the marking, and here center 0, and here some marking. Right. So first needle is at rest like that. 0, galvanometer shows 0 reading. Deflection is 0. Whenever due to the change, whenever current is flow into the circuit. Okay, whenever current is flowing in the circuit, the current is present in the circuit. Okay, that is be detected by the galvanometer instrument. Okay, current is present or not, that is detected by the instrument that is called galvanometer. Okay, so if a current is flowing in the circuit, it is shows the deflection. Okay, like that deflection in this direction. Okay, for example, here I take the galvanometer. If the current is flowing like that, then it is going to deflection this direction. Okay, this 0, this side, left and right side. Okay, so see here, whenever current flow in this direction, then it shows deflection, and the deflection indicate that the current is present in the circuit. Okay, and that find out by the galvanometer. Right? How much current is produced? That is measured by the ammeter. But current is present or not? That is measured by that is detected by the galvanometer. Okay, so here if the current I is flowing into the circuit, then it shows the deflection, and that deflection indicates that the current is flowing into the circuit, right? And again, if the current is flowing in the circuit, then it shows deflection into the galvanometer. Then this deflection shows that the current is moving into the circuit. Okay, so first point here, what is galvanometer? It is a device. Okay, it is a device or instrument device used to detect the or find the detect the presence of current in the circuit or in the conductor. That is very important. That is one for first one. Okay, why the galvanometer used? Galvanometer is used to only detect how much current is, how much ampere, that is detected by the ammeter. That is a separate concept, another concept. Okay, why ammeter is used? Ammeter is used to measure the amount of current, but current is flow is not, that is detected by the galvanometer. But how much, that is detected by the ammeter. But here only find the detection is there. So galvanometer detects the presence of the current. So okay, another important point of galvanometer is significance is, so see, if the current is this direction, galvanometer is the same direction. Okay, so means that the deflection shows the direction of the current. We know that current is a vector quantity which has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude is detected by the ammeter. Okay, how much, 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, that is magnitude. But what is direction of current? That is detected by the, also the one function of significance of galvanometer is to find the direction of the current. See, the current is this direction, means the deflection is in the direction of the current. Okay, the current in this direction, the deflection also in the direction of the current. Okay, the current in this direction, the deflection also in the direction of the current. So what is it? Galvanometer shows the direction of current. That is very important. There is two importance of the galvanometer in this circuit. One is very important thing, to find out the presence of the current. Current is present, then only it shows deflection. If there is no current, it is at rest at the center, that is 0. Okay. And second point, it shows the direction. See here, current in this direction, so deflection also in that direction. Means it shows the direction. Okay. And if the current is right in directions, the current deflection also on same direction of the current. So by seeing this deflection, we can find the direction of the current. For example, in the examination they ask like that. If they give galvanometer, and in the galvanometer the deflection is like that. So what is the direction of the current here? So deflection that side means direction of current also that side. So this is the direction of the current. This is very important. If the examination diagram like that, this is a galvanometer, okay, G. So in examination, name the device, define the device, and also if they shows the like that, if so shows like that deflection, this is 0, okay, this is deflection, okay, like that. And also find the direction of current in the galvanometer. So see that where is this side deflection, this side deflection, so this is the direction of the current. Okay, that like that. So very important. What is G? G is the galvanometer. Okay, why it is used? It is used to device which is used to detect the presence of current. That is detect the presence of current. And also which is used to find the direction of the current. Which side deflection is there? That side is the direction. This is a galvanometer. This is a 0. If this side deflection means current is this direction. If the deflection back side means the current is this direction. So that is what is important, right? So this is what galvanometer, and this galvanometer is used in this device. Okay, if you know that whenever change the magnetic field, it shows deflection, and this deflection shows that there is current in the coil, right? So here I can remove this one. So please write down these all points: the deflection current, okay, galvanometer, deflection, and the direction of current. Okay, so pause the video and write down these points. Right, I can remove this one now. Okay, so here see, now take this diagram alone here. Now see, as per Michael Faraday, it is a coil, it is a conductor. Now it is connected to the G, and there is no current at battery here, so means that there is no current in the circuit. Simple. So deflection is 0 now. Okay, if there is no magnetic field around a coil, and the coil is not having any external battery, there is no external battery there, so means that there is no current in the circuit. Right? Now what happens? See, if a magnet, okay, if a magnet, north pole and south pole, okay, we know that two poles are there, north pole and south pole, N pole and S pole. When this magnetic field is brought near to the like that, more near to the, for example, imagine that this is the bar conductor, and this bar conductor or conductor when come near to, like moving conductor, okay, moving magnet, when come near to, brought near to the field, we observe that deflection in the conductor, deflection in the galvanometer. So why galvanometer shows deflection? Because presence of current. If no current means there is no deflection, but whenever they see no, there is no battery, means there is no current. Okay, simple, a magnet is there. When the magnet is moved towards an conductor, but is moving like that, okay, move like that, move towards conductor like that, moving the current. So we know that this conductor, this is can produce a magnetic field. Okay, this has a magnetic field, right? When this magnetic field of this magnet, the magnetic field of this magnet, when come in contact with the coil. Okay, so here it is at rest. Okay, now the coil is stationary. The coil is at rest. Okay, coil is at rest. And now what is moving magnetic field? That is very important. Moving magnetic field. Okay, so at condition we observe that whenever a magnetic field is brought near to a coil, we observe that the deflection of the galvanometer, in this direction. When S pole is brought near to the coil, we observe that the deflection in that direction, this direction. One case. So see here, what is the deflection shows here? This deflection shows the presence of the current in the circuit. So how current is produced? So as per Michael Faraday electromagnetic induction, change the right here. The changing the magnetic field, moving the magnetic field can produce and okay. When I am brought near a L2, so deflection and then come to 0. Means what? And if the moving only, if this come near to coil, it is move like that. So moving field can produce the current. When this magnet is not at rest. Okay, it is at rest and this is also rest. Both are rest means it shows deflection 0. Right? It is shows deflection 0. It only deflection shows when there is a moving magnetic field like that. If I move this magnetic field, then only it shows deflection. Right? So if I move like that, what happened here? The magnetic field will deflect the current in the circuit. That is very important. If this is also rest, if this magnetic field also at rest, if this also at rest, and this also rest means there is a 0 current in the circuit. Okay, when current is produced, then only it is moving. So see here what we are doing here. We move the magnet here. So moving magnetic field. So when I move the magnetic field like that, so deflection in this direction. When I take this one away from the coil, then what it is 0. Okay. Now I can change the S pole. S and N pole. Okay, now if S pole is moved towards the coil, we observe deflection in the reverse direction. By changing the pole of a magnet, the direction of current is also changed. That is very important, right? So deflection is produced because of the change in magnetic field. That is very important. So write down here. Magnet. First case here, moving magnet. Okay, a moving magnetic field can produce a current. Okay, current, and G shows deflection. Galvanometer shows deflection. Okay, deflection. Okay, I take a guide coin here, again coin. Okay, connected to the galvanometer. Okay, G, like that. Okay, if I take a near, okay, which time N is near to the yes. Okay, if near this direction. See, if the N is towards the coil, deflection is this direction. If I change the pole N to S, then deflection is reverse direction. So we observe that changing the pole of a magnet, the deflection, direction of current is also changed. Okay, direction of current is also changed. Okay, write down here second point, changing the poles of a magnet, then also the direction of current is changed. That is very important. First point is observe that this shows deflection only when the magnet is moving. Okay, one case is it is at rest and it is at moving. One condition, one is at rest and one is at moving. Okay, both rest means there is a dual zero deflection. There is no current in the circuit. There is very important. Write down, if the coil and the field both are at rest, there is no deflection because the current is only produced when there is a changing in the field. If both are rest means there is no changing in the field. Okay, so the coil is rest and the magnetic field, so bar conductor or the magnetic field is rest, so there is no deflection. Okay, so when deflection is a moving magnetic field. Okay, if it moving or maybe the coil moves. Okay, if you make this rest and can move the coil, both conditions there. Now make this rest. Now rest, this at rest and this is moving. This is what happened. If the field are at rest and the coil is moving, at that condition also this shows deflection. Okay, so second point is first point is moving magnetic field. Now next point is moving coil. Okay, moving coil can also with respect to the this one magnetic field. Okay, moving coil also can produce current. That is very important. If you can make this rest, this move, at that condition also current is produced. If you make this at rest, this move means that the condition also current is produced. So that is very important point. So that is you how one by one. So first point is, if a coil is moved rapidly, you move coil rapidly between the two poles, then you observe that it is producing the magnetic field. In that condition also, okay, this is moving, this is rest. In that condition also, that field is produced. If the magnet is moved with related to the, okay, if it is moved, it is rest. At that condition, deflection is produced here. Okay, that under that condition, the deflection is there. And the third point is, if the coil and the magnet both are at rest, this also rest, this also rest. This also rest, this also rest. So what happened? If both are at rest, there is no production of current in the circuit. Right? So these are 3 important points you have to be remember. Okay. So as shortcut I write here. So one by one. So as shortcut notes, right? So first point is C. One side is coil. Okay. One side is magnetic field. Okay. Now this is moving. This is moving and this is at rest. Okay. So what about the current in the circuit? Okay. So current circuit is yes. Current is yes. So that is deflection is yes. Now if this is at rest, also stationary, and this is moving. Okay. If the coil is at rest and the magnetic field is moving, so what about current? Current produced or not? So answer is yes, current is produced. So see here, one is rest and one is motion with respect to each other. So here first case, the coil is moving, the magnetic field is at rest, stationary. So at that condition current is yes. So very important examination. If the coil is at rest, stationary, fixed position, and the magnetic field is moving, changing their position, then the current is yes. Now if both are at rest, current is no. That is very important. Why? Because of definition. Current is only produced by changing the magnetic field. In examination, they ask, if the both are at rest, why the current is not produced in the circuit? Very important question. In the examination, they ask, if the coil and the magnetic field are both at rest, why the current is not produced into the circuit? So the answer is because there is no change in the magnetic field, no changing in magnetic field. That is very important. Okay, when there is a change in magnetic field, then only that condition the current is produced. So here see, moving means here change magnetic field, here change in magnetic field, that is why the current is produced. But both rest means that there is no change in magnetic field. The magnetic field are same at all points of the coil, so there is no change in magnetic field, so no current is produced. Circuit is very important. So again I repeated, now this concept on this example in the examination they ask, okay, they give the diagram and they ask to discuss on it. So you observe that this method is called as electromagnetic induction. Okay, this diagram is called as an electromagnetic induction. Okay, they do the coil and here G and here one magnetic field, and this diagram is called as an electromagnetic induction demonstration diagram. Okay, the diagram name electromagnetic induction diagram. And now we can write here, this is the magnetic field and this is the coil. So first case, the coil is at rest, it is moving, so current is produced. It's the first point. And the second point, when the coil is, so when the magnetic field is rest and this is moving, the current is produced. That is second point. And the third point, if the both are at rest, there is no current in circuit because of there is no change in magnetic field, and this is the point. This is a discussion about the diagram. Okay, this is the one demonstration to study about the diagram. Okay, so please draw this diagram and see here. This is we also observe that change effect. Okay, if I take near to the if I take this fixed, okay, this is a fixed, and I can move the magnetic field. Okay, if magnetic field is moving, the deflection is not the same. It is the deflection is there. Okay, right side the zero, the right side zero, right side zero, like that. Okay, depending on current direction, pole direction. No, it is not a constant. So this is what alternating current. Okay, it is called as alternating current. Alternating current, AC current, alternating current. Okay, because of see the direction of current changes, the direction of current is also changes. Okay, there is altered current. Current is not same. Okay, it is when it is near, then show deflection. When the field is away from the field, there is no current, zero current. Okay, when the field is near to the conductor, then only deflection. When it is away from the conductor, there is no deflection. Deflection is not constant. It is one time deflection, sometimes zero, sometimes show deflection, sometimes zero. So it is changing. So that change is called as alternating current. So which type of current is produced here? There is called alternating current is produced here. Okay, so exam should be important. In this diagram, which type of current is deflected, which type of current is shows here, which type of current can respond for deflection. So current name is alternating current, AC current. That is very important because the current is changing the direction. Okay, because of change the pole, the current deflection also changing. So that is called the current flowing with the circuit. Electromagnetic induction is what AC current, alternating the current. Okay, so this is what the one point about the electromagnetic induction. Okay, this is one demonstration. Now this concept electromagnetic induction also be studied by the another diagram, another example. So I can make the another demonstration. This is one demonstration. Remember the diagram. One coil is there, one galvanometer is there, and one here bar is there. Okay, one magnetic field is there, bar conductor is there. Right. This is the diagram, and the diagram name is electromagnetic induction demonstration diagram. Okay, and these are the points. What happened when field is moved, when this is moved, if this rest and this rest, what is happened? We write here. Okay, so final answer is whenever the current is produced, meaning what? One is moving, one is at the rest. Okay, so now take this one, the another demonstration, the another example to show this process. Okay, see here the another diagram, and this also be used for study of this diagram. Okay, so I can write diagram here and take a cylinder, long cylinder. Okay, long cylinder, and I can wound some copper wire here. Okay, in this cylinder, and it is connected to a battery. Okay, connected to a battery. So this is a battery plus mark and negative mark. This is the battery B plus, BA plus, and I connected a switch, and then this terminal end is connected to this end of the battery. This, and this coil is called as coil 1. Okay, this is called as coil 1, and this coil 1 is also called as, okay, this coil 1 is also called as primary coil. Okay, that is important, primary coil. Primary coil. Okay, now I can take here another coil is there, that is another coil which is some far away from this one. Okay, I can make distance here. Okay, after some gap I can draw here one coil, and this coil and now connected to a G. G is what? Write the answer to one book. What is G? G is nothing but what? It is a galvanometer used to detect the current present in the circuit and also find the direction. And this coil is called as coil 2. Okay, and this is called as coil 2, and this is called as coil 2, and also called as secondary coil. Okay, also called as a secondary coil. Okay, also called as a secondary coil. Now see, this is the another method, another diagram which is used to study the electromagnetic induction. If they, in the examination they give this type of diagram, so this diagram is also called as electromagnetic induction demonstration diagram. The first one simple, this also same. Okay, here this is also same, or this also same, or a magnet bar. Okay, this also same. This is also electromagnetic induction. It is N and it is S, N and S. This is also electromagnetic induction, and this is also electromagnetic induction, and this is one method to study this method, and another this is a demonstration to study the electromagnetic induction. Okay, so now see, very important examination. Now see, we know that here see there is no use of, in this system there is no use of the magnetic field lines. Okay, only coil is there, and here G is there, and when the G shows deflection, answer is when the G shows deflection. When? Alright, the answer is when current is present. This is a simple one. When current is present, then only it shows deflection. When the current is flowing into the circuit, two methods. One, connect the battery, current is flowing in the circuit. But another, according to the Michael Faraday, whenever the current is present in the current circuit, when the current can be detected by the galvanometer, when there is a changing the magnetic field, according to the Michael Faraday. Okay, simple. If I connected battery, I can show deflection because current is flow. But I not use battery here. Without battery, I want to produce a current in the coil 2. What is my aim is? My aim is produce a current in the coil 2 without battery. How I can produce? So simple, by using Michael Faraday experiment. Right? So if I want to produce the current in the coil 2, so what happen? I make the magnetic field. I can change the magnetic field. Then what happen? The current is produced in the coil 2. But here there is no magnet. But we know that the both concept. Whenever a current is, so here that is this coil 1 battery connected. Now I can switch on the button. I can on the button. Okay, I can on the button, then what happens? The current is start to flowing into the circuit, coil 1. Okay, whenever a, okay, so first point is, okay, when current flow into the coil 1, also called as primary coil. Okay, primary coil. Okay, so whenever a current is passed in a conductor, what happens? The magnetic field is produced. Very nice. The magnetic field is produced, and this magnetic field is responsible for, when these magnetic fields are come in contact with the secondary coil. So what happened here? Okay, this is direction. I imagine that is direction. Okay. So what happened when the current is changing of current? Because of, if the current is changed, the magnetic field is changed. So changing current is very important. When changing current, changing is on off. Okay, on off. Current is changing here. So changing current is on and off. Okay, here on and off. and off. This process, this is changing the current. When I can on off the button, due to the current flowing into the circuit conductor, so we know that whenever a current carrying conductor produces magnetic field, and this magnetic field, changing magnetic field, responsible for the current into the coil 2. So then we observe that when a button on in this on and off, when a current is changed into the coil 1, we shows deflection into the coil 2. Simple one. So there is no current, but this shows deflection. When it shows deflection, when current is produced. How current is generated? Because of the magnetic field. So in the place of magnet, I use the current. Okay, whenever a current is flowing into the conductor, this coil 1 can produce a magnetic field, and the coil 1 magnetic field is connected with the coil 2, and this magnetic field, moving magnetic field, changing magnetic field, can be responsible for current flowing into the coil 2, and this G shows deflection, right? So the current, when the change current flow into the coil 1, then magnetic field produced around the coil 1. Okay, coil 1. And second point, coil 1 magnetic field responsible for which the magnetic field? Changing magnetic field. How we change magnetic field here? We change the magnetic field in the coil 1 by on-off current. That is very important. In the bar connector, we can move and change magnetic field. Okay, if the bar connector is there, we can change magnetic field by moving, but not possible to move this one. So how can we change the current magnetic field here? Because changing magnetic field only produces the current. So we can change the magnetic field in the coil 1 with help of on-off the current. That is very important. In the first example, we can change the magnetic field by moving the coil or by moving the magnet. But in that condition, it is not possible to move. Anyone is both are fixed, but we require to moving. So in that case, it is not possible to move. So in that case, we can change the magnetic field by changing the current. How I can change the current? On off the current. Okay, if on the current, magnetic field produce, off the current, magnetic field is 0. So on off, the magnetic field increase, decrease, and that increase is responsible for the production of current here. So whenever a current is flowing into the circuit, a magnetic field is produced around the coil 1, and this primary coil magnetic field is connected with the coil 2, and these magnetic fields are changing magnetic field are responsible for. So see, coil 1 magnetic field responsible for production of current in the circuit. That is very important. Okay, so I can on the button, off the button, on the button. I can pass a current here, but current is detected here. How it is possible? Because there is no connection. How it is possible? Because of magnetic field. So changing magnetic field in the coil 1. So simple sentence: the changing the magnetic field in the coil 1 with help of on and off button. This magnetic field of the primary coil responsible for the production of a current into the coil 2, and this process called as electromagnetic induction. Simple. Okay, another definition: changing the magnetic field in the coil 1 is responsible for the production of the current in the coil 2. Okay, again I repeated: changing the, write down your notebook, changing the magnetic field, because of in this diagram, if in the examination they give the diagram and also name the diagram and discuss the process, means you have to name diagram electromagnetic induction, and the discussion is one thing is the changing the magnetic field in the coil 1. Write down: changing the magnetic field in the coil 1 is responsible for the changing the current in the coil 1 or primary coil is responsible for the production of current in the secondary coil. Current in the secondary coil, it is called as electromagnetic induction. Okay, see what is electromagnetic induction? Changing the magnetic field. Okay, current is produced. So here how we change magnetic field? By on and off the button. In the first example, we move the magnet or move the coil. Okay, moving the coil or moving the magnet can change the field. One case, okay. If both are rest, means we can now change the current. Okay, so by using in the example 2, okay, we can use the current to produce magnet. In the example 1, we directly use the magnet, but in that case there is no magnet. So in that condition, we use the current to produce the magnet, and that magnetic field is now used to produce a current in the coil too. So this is the another example demonstration of the in electromagnetic induction. So very important students, examination you have to be right on these points. Okay, so simple concept, simple the law or the principle given by the Michael Faraday, one line law. Okay, all this discussion only one sentence, that is the moving magnetic field or also the changing magnetic field can produce an electric current. That's enough. How it is possible? That is two diagrams we studied here. Okay, but the simple logic, the simple sentence is one that is given Michael Faraday in 1831. That is the moving magnet can produce an electric current in the circuit. Simple. Okay, how it is? It is demonstration by using this the coil, primary coil or secondary coil, or by using the one simple coil and a one conductor or one bar magnet. So this is what the Michael Faraday experiment. So we know the one concept in the starting of chapter, that is whenever a current is passed, the magnetic field is produced. Okay, in the reverse direction, Michael Faraday think whenever a magnetic field is changed, then current is also produced. So current can produce a magnetic field and magnetic field can produce a current. So both are vice versa. Okay, so simple sentence, the current carrying conductor produce a magnetic field, also called as moving charge produce a magnetic field. And the second point, Michael Faraday says that the changing magnetic field can produce an electric current, and it is called as electric current, electromotive force, also called as induced current, or also called as a simple current. And the current is alternating current. Okay, the type of current is AC. Why? Because of deflection is not constant. It is zero increase, decrease, increase. So it is what? Alternating current. So type of current produced here in this diagram also. The type of current produced here, it is what? It is alternating current, students. Okay, AC current. So this is what the long discussion about the electromagnetic induction. So hope you understand this concept. So on this concept you are now in the next video. Okay, in the next video we study about the right and the Fleming right hand rule, which is used to find the direction of the current here, and the one is electric generator. On this principle electromagnetic induction we discuss the next videos. Okay, electric generator. We know about electric motor. Hope you read and watch the video and make notes of electric generator, electric motor. In the next videos, by using this principle of induction, we are discussed about electric generator and Fleming right hand rule. Okay, so for this video it is enough, students. So it is long video, long discussion. So please write this your own notes on this concept and practice the diagram, practice the observations here. Okay, this is very important concept and very simple concept, and which is long. Okay, in 10th is there, 11th and in 12th also it is there. So please write down this concept, read, watch the video again and again and clear the concept, and also read, take the textbook and read the paras and read the sentence given the NCERT textbooks. So hope you understand this concept. In the next video we are come the related concept to this process. Okay, that is electric generator, and the next one is Fleming right hand rule related to this concept only. Okay, so in that meet in the next video. Hope you understand this total video. Okay, if any point is doubt means again rewatch the video. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and student meet in the next video. Okay, again thank you very much.